Donald Trump has been killing it at the comedy game lately. I gotta say. I mean, he is really on some kind of a roll between the Al Smith dinner, the McDonald's thing, and this stop in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, where he pays heartfelt tribute to Latrobe's own Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer was all man, and I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women, but this guy,
there's a pussy anyway.
this is a guy that was all man. This man was strong and tough, and I refuse to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, oh my God. That's unbelievable. I had to say it. We have women that are highly sophisticated here, but they used to look at Arnold and say, man, but he was really something special. Arnold was something special. So I just want to tell you, you're very lucky, the people that live in Latrobe, and it's an honor for me to be here because of him. And he was actually he was a great man, and I don't think there would be golf to the extent that you have it today. It probably wouldn't be that way without the great Arnold Palmer. So enjoy it, everybody. Enjoy it.
He's the only one who could golf without clubs.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't call his 5-wood a 5-wood. He called it an 8.5 wood, if you know what I mean. Give me a second term. I'm going to build a statue in the middle of Latrobe of Arnold Palmer's cock. That'll be a traffic circle. We'll put that in the middle of a traffic circle.
And that's I keep my campaign promises, not like Kamala.
Not like Kamala. Kamala will promise you a statue of Arnold Palmer's cock. She won't build it. She's all talk, no action.
If you're lucky, you get maybe a testicle. Maybe one. Maybe a half of one.
That is hilarious. Oh, that is so funny. Oh, when they took showers with him. Oh, boy. How does he know that? How does he know that when the pros took showers with him that they were impressed?
I mean, these kinds of things amongst people in the know, they circulate.
That's Bohemian Grove shit.
It's elite shit.
Yeah.
I told you, man, a lot of the stuff that came out about people sexually later on, about Kevin Spacey, about John Travolta, I was hearing that shit 20 years ago from people in the industry.
Yeah.
But you don't see it in the press.
Right.
It's
yeah, that's
the
a
same
good point.
because the gossip
probably got around.
They practice the same access journalism as the political media does. They don't report what they're not supposed to talk about.
He is on a roll though with the comedy. I mean, that was funny. That was off message, but funny. He's been getting lucky where he's gotten off message. It's been funny, and the media's sort of shrill and humorless response, whether it's to the McDonald's stunt or this, has been, I think, helping him. Just as in 2016, the media freakouts have been helping him.
They never learn. They never learn.
Well, case in point, here's Jake Tapper asking Mike Johnson about this. This is one of the funniest pieces of video in a while as well.
Why is he talking about Arnold Palmer's penis in front of Pennsylvania voters?
Jake, you seem to like that line a lot. Let me tell you that Donald Trump is doing rallies.
That should be a new formulation. They say anytime you're explaining, you're losing. Anytime you're saying the words Arnold Palmer's penis, you're losing.
You're losing. That's right. And that was actually a fairly good comeback from Mike Johnson there. Wouldn't expect him to have much comedy chops, but he comes back pretty good. You seem to like that line very much. Let's watch that again.
Why is he talking about Arnold Palmer's penis in front of Pennsylvania voters?
Jake, you seem to like that line a lot. Let me tell you that Donald Trump is doing rallies nonstop around the country.
I'm not gay.
I don't want to be talking about this. Donald Trump is out there saying it is.
But you continue to.
Statistically, you're the evangelical Christian. You're much more likely to be a homosexual than I am. He throws that back at him. That is pretty funny stuff. Creating a Trump deranged news cycle, and folks, now we have a piece of them to go to whenever we cover mainstream media Trump derangement syndrome. We have this to go to.
Why is he talking about Arnold Palmer's penis
There you go. The latest addition to the soundboard.
That's a good clip. That's a good clip.
Whenever there's a freak out, whenever there's a Trump freak out in the media, this was.
Why is he talking about Arnold Palmer's penis?
We just hit that. There you go. So thank you, Jake Tapper, for that.
I mean, really, we should reach out to someone with the skills and set that to a dance beat.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right, exactly.
Dun, 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 dun. Why is he talking about Arnold Palmer's penis? Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, man, between the Al Smith, everything comes in threes. They say good things come in threes, right? Al Smith, McDonald's, and this one. Quite a roll. Quite a roll. He's killing it. Killing it when it's important down the home stretch.
He understands his brand. It's the snobs versus slobs thing. Americans will always side with the slob in that conflict. And they take the bait every time because they are boxed in by the fact that their audience has no sense of humor. If they had a sense of humor, they couldn't sit and watch CNN without feeling the way that I feel, that I think most of our audience feels. It's like a vice on my head watching cable news. It's so offensive. I can't get through more than a couple of minutes of it. If you watch that and it's not like you're being tortured by the Nazis for secrets, you can't process this in any way other than to be offended.
Well, exactly. And that's why, the Jeremy Scahill appearance was like so cathartic, because he finally said what I can't help but think whenever I watch a political rally or a political segment on, mainstream corporate media. Like, how do you just carry on doing political content without screaming about a genocide that's happening right now?
Right.
Like, there's just, it's so, and look, this has been a project of both Democrats and Republicans and their respective sort of media organs for the past, several years, which is filtering out all sort of anti-establishment sentiment, all anti-establishment thought, really choosing, basically curating the voters, curating the voter base. So, win or lose, we have to appeal to people who are not too bothered by a genocide, right? We're going to have this conversation inside the margins of what CNN, MSNBC, and Fox want you to really care about, which is immigration, jobs, Social Security, taxes, blah, blah, blah. The foreign policy stuff, they really don't want to go there. They don't want people who are concerned about that watching them. And that's why when Scahill came on and just punctured that bubble, it was just such a relief to hear somebody say that.
The
on
genocide in the room.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. No, they just want people in a perpetual state of offense on both sides. I mean, you go to Fox, it's the parallel version of that.
Right.
Do you know what someone said about a thing that doesn't at all matter in your life at all? Said today? Did you see the actress from Wicked? Did you see what she said about that poster? That's it. That's all they want you talking about.
Right. Exactly.
Please clap.